Hold on, don't get the heat. Hold on.
We live, fellas.
What's
So Q,
good?
man, you think the boy crazy? You think the boy crazy, Q?
But like you on that book of Sugar Boy. Like you on
You
that
think
boy.
so?
That boy. He shut up, man. I don't know, man. You know, Ryan, he's a little different anyway. You know, he that's a horse of a
Hey,
different.
I ain't never seen him be this different though. I ain't
Yeah,
never seen him be this different.
know what I'm saying? You know, he had some new revelations that he came out with, man. Things that, he done been through a lot. I'm gonna just say that. You know, I haven't been keeping up with it nearly as much as I'm sure you have, bro. But end of the day gonna end. I don't know. I'm ready to see this fight, man. I'm ready to see this fight. I feel like he gonna go out with all guns blazing. You know what I'm saying? So Devin and he done gave up. All right. Yeah, he done gave up what 3 pounds?
1.5 million?
What a pound or a pound and a half over?
No, 3 pounds.
3 pounds.
Over 3 pounds.
He said, "Look,
He
I'm
gave up 1.5 million.
1.5 million, 500,000 per. And that was something he came up with, right?
Well, no.
Oh
The
no.
crazy part is no, they bet at the press conference
Right.
because Ryan was silly enough to bet.
Ryan wanted to bet, and he wanted to shake him. And Devin was like, "Well, let's go." It's crazy, but I don't know, bro. I don't really know what.
Now, what you got, J Box, man? Ryan Wiley or he's really sane.
All right. Well, no. There's no, at the very minimum, he's eccentric because this is a very unique way to promote a fight.
Right.
As far as the matchup, the caliber of matchup, what could have been, for some reason, this takes me back to Victor Ortiz versus Andre Berto. I just get that feel of that fight. And I'm not talking about culturally. I'm just talking about two young guys that can punch. One's more of a power puncher, one's more of a volume puncher, but they can both lay leather on you. And it just, I just see it being a very entertaining fight. Now, as if he's crazy or is he just capping, I don't know, man. Part of me wants to take his mental health seriously because it's like, yo, he can be being exploited right now because everybody's going to get paid from this fight regardless of what his mental state is if he fights.
Facts.
Another thing this takes me back to is that what people don't realize about Mayweather is how many lessons he taught people. And I think there was a time where there was rumored that Mayweather was helping out the Garcia camp.
Oh, yeah, he was, for sure.
Bro, y'all don't remember when he did this against Marquez?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so in this sense, I believe Ryan's actually the bigger guy. And the fact that he has a 55-45 split, I don't think he much cared about. I don't think he much cared about it. You know what I'm saying? Losing that 1.5 million. Not saying that it was all part of the grand scheme of things, but I think one thing we can agree on, he intentionally came in overweight. And then the interesting thing about the bet that about the deal that they came up with was that typically when you come in overweight, you have to weigh yourself on the day of, right? To see where you rehydrated at. Because they're usually like you can't be above a certain weight. He doesn't have to step on the scales. Ryan Garcia could come in at 160 pounds if he wants to. So
crazy. Yeah, because they no rehydration. Right.
Yeah. Maybe he's crazy like a fox. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know, but that's a good. But either way, it's a genius marketing scheme. But we don't know whether he's I say it. We don't know if he's gone full Kanye or is it just an act.
Right. Hey, bro, I'm tell you right now. I personally think.
I'm strong.
Nah, I don't know. I think he's gone full Kanye, in my opinion, bro. But you hit on a good point, though.
That's reasonable.
That's reasonable. Regardless of if he's crazy or not, boy, everybody about to get paid. And the truth is, with his antics, bro, it's about to get everybody paid royally. So the reality of all of that, I think it only matters. I ain't gonna lie, man. To me, it really don't matter, dog. It really doesn't matter. I mean, I feel like at this point, the title's not on the line. We know that this is glorified boxing WWE at this point from Ryan Garcia. At the end of the day, he's trying to win the bout, but if he doesn't, you can clearly tell he's not going for a 140-pound title. You can tell that wasn't that important. Being champion truly wasn't that important for him. So at this point, man, I think it's boom or bust in my opinion. Because if you purposely come in like this, I think ultimately you have to have a good showing. Because if you're using that strategy to purposely come in at 143, when you know you could have fought for a title, that's you saying that, all right, I'd rather go for the victory than meet the weight and be disciplined and go for the actual belt. So you can't forego the belt and skip the 140 and then end up coming in purposely overweight so you have a weight advantage and then end up getting your behind whooped by Devin Haney. So I think at this point, to me, this actually puts more pressure on Ryan in my estimation, because now if you do all of this, you have all those antics, everybody can see you weren't disciplined, right? And you're coming with this strategy. And if you get whooped after that, we've seen with the Devin Haney up, I ain't gonna lie, bro, it won't be football no more. Like if he tries this again, at that point he might as well go fight Jake Paul. So at that point, if he gets whooped by Devin Haney, he might as well move on.
I'm glad you said that real quick. So because that's what I was thinking about when he done with this antic he just pulled and then coming overweight like that. He don't care about the titles or nothing. He know he got 5 Instagram followers. He know he's a name. The fact he even got this fight right now, you know what I'm saying? And he just fought fast fight. He's a name and he's marketable. So like Jake Paul, we talk all the trash about Jake Paul, but Jake Paul still sells tickets and he sells fights. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of who he fighting, and it's paying dividends in his pockets. So yeah, I look at Ryan like he just that type of he not really crazy. He not worried about all these belts. He not worried about all of that. He just know he could get in the ring, and I think he don't really have a lot of respect for Devin Haney. He really feel like he could whoop Devin Haney, and I think it's personal. It's a lot of personal, from childhood and all the sparring and fighting they did throughout the years, and he don't really care. But you're right. If he come in with all this that he done had going on, and then coming in bigger, because that was the thing with Tank. He personally, I think Tank would have still dropped him, regardless, because of it.
Even without the clause,
even without that, I think he would have been strong and it would have been better. But I think his discipline would have caught up with him. I think, people feel different, but I just still feel like Tank would have. But he was touching Tank, and I still feel like Tank would have caught him, because Tank is what is that? Anyway, a rap. Nah, I don't just want to say that. But yeah. I don't know, man. That's what I think. On the Jake Paul tip, he probably know he could still sell. But what you got, Jay?
I'm telling you, man, this reeks of Mayweather, man. Like, think about the real fight of the century, Mayweather versus Pacquiao. I think people don't realize it wasn't like a real sanctioned championship bout. Think about all of Mayweather's biggest bouts. Like, for his last 3 fights, Conor McGregor, Andre Berto. Like, he saved Andre Berto
for no straps.
Retirement. Yeah, for the retirement fight. That was the big fight to see him give his swan song against Andre Berto. And then before that, you had Conor McGregor, big fight. And then right before that, you had the Mayweather. The Pacquiao bout, no straps. So what I'm saying is reeks of Mayweather is that Mayweather is always railed against the sanctioning bodies and the belts and paying these fees. To what Q was saying, it's more important for Ryan Garcia to win. The casual boxing fan and most boxing people, to be honest with you, if we see Devin in there laid out in whatever round, Ryan Garcia and his camp knows what we all know. Ain't nobody gonna give a damn about them 3 pounds. because Devin Haney knew about them 3 pounds and still fought the fight. So it's a calculated measure, and that's why I keep saying maybe he's crazy like a fox. But I will be disappointed in De La Hoya and boxing if this man is really having a meltdown and they're exploiting it.
De La Hoya still part.
Oh yeah. De La Hoya is still the promoter.
Word.
Yeah. He's still man. He's still with Golden Boy.
I thought he was
Hey.
I thought it was Eddie
Hey
Hearn.
Jay, so what you're saying though is, bro. So do y'all think? So to your point, do you think? Because you talked about this earlier, and we did see where Ryan before was running with Mayweather. So do y'all think Money May might have gave him a call like, "Hey, bro, here's the strategy," right? Because remember, I don't know if y'all caught it. But Bill and Devin were going back and forth with Mayweather after they heard about him talking to Ryan and trying to sway him out of the fight.
Oh yeah.
So y'all think Mayweather stayed out of the fray on this, or you think Mayweather might have really gave Ryan the call? Like, cause to your point, J-Box, I do think honestly, if Ryan wins, even without that strap there, he keeps all the same Ryan Garcia clout. If he wins, I think he keeps all that same clout, regardless of it not being for the belt. So it is possible that some advisors behind the scenes might have said, "Hey, bro, go ahead and do the couple of pounds, pay him, and at the end of the day, nobody will really care." So I mean, that is a potential scenario.
And what?
Because think about it when we.
Now, I was about to say, what if he wins? If he wins, will Haney be able to say, they'll probably run it back? You think they might run it back?
They could, but
if
Haney
it's a
can't
good
say
fight,
nothing.
Yeah,
for the title.
They can, but Haney can't say nothing though, because we already have a history. He continued to fight, and there's already a history. It's not like one was dominant in the amateurs; it was split 3-3. So there's already evidence to show that maybe they're evenly matched.
Right. And
maybe he has that style for you. They know each other well.
Right. It's gonna be interesting.
So, but what I will say is conventional wisdom, right? I think we all can agree. We see Haney taking over the second half of the fight and breaking down Ryan Garcia and walking away either with the unanimous decision or majority decision down the stretch. I think everybody sees a good first 4 or 5 rounds, and then maybe the talent and skill of Haney taking over. I'm gonna go against the grain. I'm gonna just say Ryan pulls it out, man. I think when I say Andre Berto, Victor Ortiz, I don't know if everybody remembers that fight. They traded knockdowns. It was a good back and forth. They put on a classic. And I think the fact that they know each other so well, I think we're more likely to get a classic. And I have to give the power edge to the guy who's coming in bigger and naturally has more power. So I don't know. It's crazy to think that he's not going to touch him with a big shot and not going to really go at it after all this promotion. So, but I really hope he's crazy.
So you picking on the record. You picking Ryan Garcia.
I'm going to go against the grain. Yeah, I'm going to pick Ryan Garcia. Oh, I don't know. Right. I'm just picking Ryan Garcia.
Oh,
I think there'll be knockdowns.
Okay.
I think there'll be knockdowns.
Who you got?
Listen, man.
You said how many knockdowns?
People look at that as a.
I'm saying I think there will be knockdowns potentially on both sides.
Oh, okay.
But there will be multiple knockdowns.
Okay.
Yeah, I personally, man, I've been like straddling the fence. No, did it? I've been. I hate that I even said that. Man. I hate that. But anyway, I sort of feel like Ryan might win this fight, bro. I really feel like Ryan might win. That's why I'm intrigued, because I just feel like with the extra advantage he gave himself, he might come in 160 pounds. And you know what I'm saying? And just how hype he is, man. I don't know, man. I wouldn't be surprised.
Crackhead hype, right?
But he might even pot dirty, man. That boy, I don't know. I feel like Ryan might win. I feel like 55-45 is close. But Haney would have to stick to his discipline and just be on his square, because I feel like Ryan going all out. He going balls to the wall in this one, man. And we finna see a strong, overly aggressive, and see that if Haney can't make him pay, if Haney can't, you know what I'm saying, make him think. Because I don't see Haney just knocking him out, dropping him like that. But if he can't, his pinpoint accuracy with that jab and his timing, you know what I'm saying? Because he already told around all you got is a hook. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna be on the square. You know what I'm saying? But if he can stick, he gonna really stick to his game plan more than he ever has. Because Ryan is he out there, and I won't be surprised, man. I probably put a little money on Ryan if I was in Vegas, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey,
yeah, because I think,
listen, man, I'm gonna be the one that's gonna roll with Devin the Dream Haney, man. I'm gonna roll with Devin. Here's what I think, and I'm gonna tell y'all why I'm rolling with Devin Haney is because I think when it gets down to the nitty gritty, I trust Devin Haney to be more disciplined over the course of the fight than I trust Ryan Garcia to stay disciplined. I think in fight after fight, and we've all seen this from Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia, it's inevitable. I will be shocked, bro. If we come talk Sunday or Monday, I will be surprised if there's not a moment in the fight when Ryan Garcia pulls back and gets clipped, because he does it almost every fight where he pulls straight back. He's undisciplined from a defensive standpoint. So I think from a defensive standpoint, I don't believe that changed overnight where suddenly Ryan Garcia is going to be defensively responsible. I don't believe that's going to happen. So with that being said, I think the real factor, I'm picking Devin Haney, but I think the real factor is it much of a difference in Devin Haney's power from back when he was at 135 to now when both of them get in the ring and they're both probably going to be weighing. Because people talk about that boy Ryan coming in at 143. I don't know if y'all caught it, but bruh, I know that Devin is going to balloon up too because Buddy was straight sunken in. When I looked at his videos yesterday, bruh, I mean, Buddy's face was almost a skeleton, which is why him and Bill Haney are talking about going to welterweight as well. Because I could tell it's probably not even easy for him to make 140. So with that being said, if his power is still like that, then I think it's going to be a long night and we're going to get a heck of a fight. But if there's a little bit of thud, like we saw with Regis Prograis, if there's a little bit of thud that's a bit more than what we saw at 135,
what it is?
I ain't going to lie, man. I think I take Devin by decision in this bout. I got Devin winning by decision. That's how I got to play out.
I'm gonna say this when it comes to. Go ahead.
No, I was saying that's probably the odds. What the odds are anyway? More or less. What are the odds? Y'all know?
You know
Dev's the favorite.
He the favorite, huh?
Yeah,
Dev's the favorite
to win 100.
Oh man,
yeah.
Heavy 900 to win 100. Wow.
Yeah, he a heavy favorite. Heavy.
If I was in Vegas, I would definitely throw a few hundred.
You'll blow a little 100 on Ryan?
What? 900.
That's what I'm saying.
That don't make sense to me. It's not that wide of a gap to me. That's crazy.
That's the point.
Because they believe in the antics. They believe that the antics really got him off.
Yeah,
they might be real though.
They might know.
They might be real. I don't think. Yeah. So, but to me, and I'm gonna say this about Haney. I've never seen, and I don't want anybody to mention Canelo because I believe wholeheartedly he's a drug cheat. I've never seen somebody increase in weight and their power exponentially increase to a substantial level where now you got to watch out for him. I don't think the power is going to be that much of a factor on the Haney side of things. And the reason why I say that is because you don't spend most of your career having pillars in your hands. and all of a sudden now you're a dangerous puncher. Now weight can make you more lively, but the more weight you put on, the stronger guys you're fighting, and the more they can take a punch as well.
Right.
I think when it comes to that one fight with Prograis, I think what we really saw was, a stylistic issue, and maybe Prograis don't got the chin like that. I don't know. I'm not going to say just summarily dismiss the fact that he couldn't increase his power. It's just not common in boxing. That's the only thing I'm saying. It's not common for his extreme lack of power. Because y'all forget when he couldn't even drop Yuriokas Gamboa, and Yuriokas Gamboa had been dropped 10 times in his last 9 fights.
Yeah, but think about the Aussie. Well, or was he from
what's up? Kambosos?
Gambosis, Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he banged him up pretty good. He ain't dropped him in there. But what
that's what I'm saying. He never hurt Kambosos, and I'll never forget the look on Linares' face when Devin was like, "I had good power," and he was like, "Man, get the fuck out of here."
Devin, he done grew into his manhood more. You know what I'm saying? Since then, that been about.
You could be right. You could be right.
He done grew into his manhood a lot more. And see, one thing I'm thinking about also, as far as Ryan, you know what I'm saying? Remember Luke Campbell dropped him to the body?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he vulnerable to that body, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's why I say
Tank too.
What happened? Oh yeah. Tank
snatch that body.
Tank can punch in your kneecap and knock you out. Like Tank different. Yeah. I'm just saying Luke Campbell ain't Tank, you know what I'm saying? He ain't no crazy, as far as, I didn't look at him as a very heavy, a big puncher like that. I'm just saying the accuracy of Haney and the boxing, I feel like, skill wise, I feel like he has more skills. He's the more cerebral fighter with more on his tool shed. It's just that I feel like Ryan is just the more physically gifted, speed and power and all of that. So that's that. I wouldn't be surprised think about it, to see both of them go down. Cause I think it's gonna be one of them fights. I just feel like
they're too comfortable with each other.
Yeah, and I just feel like Ryan just going. If he bite Devin Haney ear, I won't be surprised. If he pull a Mike Tyson and bite his ear,
hey, to be real with you, I wouldn't be surprised either. Hey, I'm with you.
The way this man is acting, bro, he's wild.
Hey, there might be Vegas odds for that too. I'm gonna keep it real. There might be Vegas odds out there that some bizarre act. Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Crazy thing is, Jade, you made a point that I disagree with, and with the Ryan pullback, right? I think Ryan will start to pull back and be undisciplined, leaving his chin out, if, in the famous words of Shakur Stevenson, he gets hit with something he don't like.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? So if Ryan's like, because correct me if I'm wrong, Derek James has trained one of the Charlos, Spence. In my estimation, he trains aggressive fighter.
Yeah.
He trains aggressive. So I think the plan is aggression. And I think if he's willing to sell out on the stage, he's willing to sell out in the ring. And the question is going to become, can Devin Haney handle the onslaught? Because I don't care.
Can you stand the ring? Can he stand the ring?
Exactly. Because I feel like it was all intentional, because if you're naturally the bigger puncher, the bigger guy, I think in the end, it's about whether like, hey, I'm going to hit him with everything I got, and I don't think he can take it. Boy. And I know I can take his. And so you go out there ultra aggressive. So I don't know if the pullback will be an issue unless I'm underestimating Haney's power improvement. And I don't know if Haney can operate if somebody's on his ass like that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but here's the thing though, but the reason why I think But see, the problem though is with Ryan is always, he's not conventional in that I don't think he sticks to the script ever when he really gets in the ring. It's like, even they've been talking about, I don't know if y'all remember in the Oscar Duarte fight when it was the worst shoulder roll ever, and Derrick James didn't teach him that. Derrick James did not teach no shoulder roll stuff. And in the Oscar Duarte fight, here come Ryan trying to shoulder roll. And after the fight, like, yeah, y'all, I know it was horrible, but I tried it. And so when you got somebody like this, bro, when you got somebody who is unpredictable,
Andre Berto did that too. Remember?
Yeah.
Fight, but bro, what are you doing?
Was it against Robert Dos Guerrero?
It was either him or Ortiz, one of them fights, I think.
I think it was Robert Guerrero. Because I remember, I'm like, what is he doing? And Robert was tagging his ass. That's when he came up looking like the Mario character with the puffy eyes.
Wow. Yeah.
So that's
why I'm saying, like,
you do have a good point.
I feel you where if he doesn't feel Devin's power, I get what you're saying, where there'd be no hesitation to not go forward, right? If he doesn't really feel that thud, but I ain't gonna lie, man. I think he's gonna feel that thud, man. Team Haney, man. He
could. I could be wrong, but I just, man, look, there are moments like. There are moments of vulnerabilities when I see a fighter that's imprinted on my brain that never leaves me. Like, I always go back to when Wilder fought that French guy, Yohan Duhaupas, and his vulnerability. I saw his vulnerability there. I was like, okay, if you get at a certain distance, Wilder can't do nothing with you. Even with Spence with Ugas, you see, okay, well, if a guy can move his feet, this Spence can't show up against Crawford because it's going to be devastation, and that's what it was. You see fighters in their vulnerable moments.
Real devastation.
Yo, if there's somebody who can do that and stay on his ass, I don't know if he recovers. I think I don't know if I called you Q as well, but I know me and JD were on the phone, and we were like, "What is Linares do? What is he doing?"
Yeah,
he got him. Yeah, why is he not jumping on him? Yeah, and I'm just like, I feel like if there's ever a moment, and I even said this with Mayweather Mosley. I was talking to a guy we used to all watch boxing with, and I was like, the fight's gonna start when that right hand lands, because Sugar Shane Mosley just came off that Margarito demolition,
right?
And sure enough, that right hand landed, and Mayweather showed us something we didn't know he had. Maybe people who knew him better as Pretty Boy and were hard fans.
Oh, my respect.
But he held on for dear life, and he turned up. So Devin Haney could do the same thing, but I just know the recipe for what could spell disaster for Devin Haney, and I think Ryan Garcia has the tools for it. Because we all know we're not going to sit down and watch a patient boxing match, and I think that's one of the areas where Garcia kind of messed up with Tank. You don't sit there and let Tank, even though he has great power, you don't sit there and let him fight at his pace. You put pressure on him. That's why Rolly looked good for like 3-4 rounds until he got slipped.
Let me tell you the fight to think about also. This is a fight to think about that I feel like it spells everything that says Mayweather Medina won. Mayweather Medina won.
Yeah.
The reason why he lost that fight. I don't care nobody to say he lost. He lost that fight. He lost. If anybody would have said that fight, like if they would have called it for Marcus Madonna, I don't think you would have had a lot of arguments. They would have been ready for the rematch. The older been gone. It would have been a lot of back and forth. A lot of people, I feel, saw that. But the reason why Marcus Madonna was successful in that fight was, I see the same thing with Ryan Garcia. The lack of he didn't respect Mayweather. He didn't care nothing about him. He didn't care nothing about his he didn't care nothing about your trainer. He didn't care nothing about your house. He didn't care nothing about
he was on his ass.
None of that. And I feel like Ryan,
the whole fight,
same level of disrespect. He don't care. He don't care about nothing. And I just feel like that's what I see. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like he's more Marcus Madonna. Just more. He was a lot more. What's the word? Throw punches from crazy angles. Or
different angles, yeah.
Orthodox.
Yeah.
Four angles.
orthodox with his, but his speed, like you know what I'm saying. Madonna had a speed. Ryan Garcia had. They both good punches. Madonna, you know, I'm just saying. I see that type of. I see that type of fight, you know, and Ryan just gonna have to, you know, it's gonna be time. He's gonna have to do a lot of holding. I feel like, you know, just like how Mayweather came back the second time and held, and you know, he took a lot of that away from Madonna, letting Madonna just get off, because, you know, it's gonna be.
But I will say this though. I will say, man, you're right about this, because when you go back to the Jorge Linares fight.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing about Dev is that we have seen him rocked on multiple occasions. There's been multiple occasions where we've seen that chin cracked.
Didn't he get rocked by JoJo Diaz?
Yeah. He got rocked by him too, I believe. I mean, and so when you think about the power, the power and the quickness of Ryan Garcia, I can see a situation where we know that Ryan Garcia is not going to pull a Jorge Linares. And now Jorge won't admit it. He won't admit it. We talked about this, but there's some kind of payoff or something happened in the backdrop as to why when he had Devin hurt.
The fact to go to distance.
Hey, dog, he probably did. He pulled Jonte Porter? Jonte Porter, a boy who got banned from the NBA because he's betting on his own games. Yeah. You might be right. Jorge Linares might have bet on himself. Because that was crazy, bro. That was crazy. But I don't think Ryan is gonna do that though. I think Ryan gonna go. He gonna go full force. If he get Haney hurt like that, bro, he going at him, bro. Straight up.
Yeah. And go ahead, Q.
No, you go ahead, bro. My bad. Go ahead.
No, and the thing about it is, I think we all expect for it to be a good 4 or 5 rounds, because it's going to be the athleticism of both of them. And, you know, Ryan's headhunting and Devin's going at it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, to going at it in a pragmatic way, to dodge the power, to touch him, and to wait till he unravels to start battering on him in the second half of the fight. What we're not accounting for is bruh. And this and Oscar De La Hoya tried to sell this. I forget what fight he was trying to compare to Hagler Hearns, but man, we might get a pace like that, because Ryan Garcia may come in and say, "Man, I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna blitz him,
cracking."
And Devin Haney may be a little bit too confident and like, I ain't gonna let you punk me. He might get caught with something crazy, a la Vernon Forrester Mayorga. And boop, 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 and we're looking like, oh my gosh. So, and it's something to where it's unpredictable. I don't think, as I think one of y'all said, if he bites his ear, right? Or if he goes the distance and he's just getting beat up, or if he knocks him out, or he gets DQ'd, and for whatever reason, he did a great job of promotion, but I just hope he's not being exploited. But go ahead, Q. I know I took too much time. Go ahead.
Let me ask you a question. It's just, and the one thing that you didn't say that you know, you think he'll quit? No, I don't see no quit at Haney, but we done seen Ryan quit.
Yeah, no. That's
Ryan will quit in this one though.
Yeah,
that's on the table.
Quit.
I think it's on the table. If his mental health issues are real, that's on the table.
Yeah, and he.
I think that's on the table.
Yeah, right.
Hey,
here's the thing. Here's the reason why I don't think. I'll say this right quick. Let me say this right quick. Why I don't think you will quit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you will quit because people could say whatever they want about his mental health issues. When that money is on the line, that boy wake up. When the money is on the line, that boy wake up. And when push comes to shove, I think Ryan knows he can't quit against Haney.
Nah.
Because that would savage all his earning power if you have back-to-back quitter moves like that against Tank and Haney. So I think, personally, I wouldn't see him quitting.
I don't put it past him. I don't put it past him. The reason why
I'd be shocked.
The reason why I don't put it past him. The reason why I don't put it past him, because if his mental health issues are real, I got 2 words for you: Oliver McCall.
Ooh.
And that's why I don't put it
Lennox
past him.
Lewis?
You don't remember he was fighting Lennox Lewis? He just bust out the tears. Yeah.
The lone winner. He not letting Lewis out. No.
Yeah.
That one.
And it wasn't even a bad fight with Lennox Lewis. He just had a mental breakdown right there in front of our face. The second fight wasn't a bad fight.
I thought Lennox Lewis only lost one fight, and that was to he lost Oliver McCall too.
He lost a couple of. He lost to Hasim Rahman. He's
so
beating everybody who's beating him.
Yeah.
But if I'm not mistaken,
and both by knockout. Yeah. Well, because Oliver McCall went straight to Lennox Lewis, so I think that you are right. But I just was in my mind it was like 40-something and one, and came back and avenged it. But yeah, he beat everybody that beat him, definitely.
Yeah. So I only say that to say, like, you never know if his mental health issues are really a factor. You never know. I don't put anything past him, and that's why I think I hate to say it in this way. It's been a great marketing scheme because I don't think we can take it too lightly when he's had a mental health issue against was it Fortuna that he quit? And I mean he bowed out against. Yeah, so there's a history.
Or was it after? No. It was somebody else because I thought it was the Fortuna one we went to. Remember?
No. It was a Fortuna fight. It was the Fortuna fight because Fortuna went. I think to fight Jojo Diaz.
Right.
And everybody was saying he was scared.
Right.
And then, he was like, when he came back and beat him in LA, he was like, "It feels good to conquer my demons."
Okay.
So you're right. I do remember that now.
Yeah. So that's at one point where it's like I'll never just completely disregard his mental health issues because if they are real, we can witness anything Saturday night. And I think I hate to say it because it's entertainment, but it's a great way to market. But then if you got a guy who has real mental health issues like Edwin Valario or somebody or that has an issue, you don't want to take it with a grain of salt because he's still got in the ring and like it's great entertainment. We could watch this man unravel right before our eyes. Who knows?
Right.
So all I know is
we got us a good one, fellas.
Yeah.
Got us
but hey, did y'all see the joke though? When Devin Haney's like, "Oh, he's an actor." Y'all see that clip?
No.
What Haney said?
So basically, he was like, "Oh, he's faking. He's an actor. He's blah blah blah." And so the interviewer said, "Who? What do you think about Devin calling you an actor?" He says, "I am an actor. Want to hear me act?" He's like, Bill, Devin's not waking up. Come on." Bro, I gotta send y'all that clip. He's doing a hell of a job promoting this fight, man. Shout out to the shout out
promoting to the max, bro.
Ryan,
yeah.
Man.
Hey, at the end, when they make all this money, Devin should thank him, man.
Yeah. Man. Listen, I'm about to find a way because I'm about to.
We gonna see, man. We gonna see how this whole thing go down, man. But
it's good.
Before I
Boxing Vibes TV, man. This Jay, what else y'all want to speak on, man?
Oh, before because we, you never know how many times you get to speak about it before it happened.
All right.
And I know y'all already talked about this. I was, I was busy. I saw the clip on IG, man. Y'all go check that out. Do y'all think Slim Fury is a good idea?
Man, if he's slim, I don't know how much weight he really lost, but not too Slim Fury. I think he needs to slim down. But that picture looked crazy, because one thing about it is, boy, Usyk done had more time at heavyweight now. He gonna be stronger, and he gonna be banging that body. He gonna be banging that long torso. So I just feel like he might not be able to keep that boy off him if he done lost too much weight. So I think Slim, not that Slim, not for what it looked like on that picture. I don't know if that's Photoshopped or what, but
I hope it's Photoshopped.
See, to me, we'll know. Speaking of weigh-ins, as the Devin and Ryan weigh-in happened today. To your point, J-Box, That's what we'll all be looking at when they weigh in, because that's going to really tell you, how slim he really got is when, because typically, we don't pay that much attention sometimes to the heavyweight weigh-ins, but the heavyweight weigh-in does mean something, because I think even you were talking about
it tells a story.
It was one of the Wilder fights, and Fury purposely came in super heavy. Mm-hmm. And it's like you could tell by that strategy when you look at his weight. Yeah, when he came in super heavy, you could tell he was in the mode where I ain't about to box tonight. We're not boxing. That's fine. I'm coming straight to you, right? So I think with Fury, to your point, I don't think too skinny. I agree with you. I don't think too skinny is smart, but we'll see how skinny he really got when that weigh-in comes.
And I got two things. 100% agree with y'all. I was hoping y'all were gonna say that, because I harken back to it's a much different situation, but it's the same concept. John Ruiz versus Roy Jones Jr. For some reason, that boy lost all that weight thinking he could keep up with Roy and got embarrassed when he gave away his biggest asset, which was his size. Roy ain't never been in there with a real heavyweight. Why would you make yourself more like a cruiserweight to fight Roy Jones? So that was stupid. So 100% agree with that. Q, you text something, and I disagree with this when the fight was made. Mm-hmm. You thought this was gonna be the end of Deontay Wilder. I think we're gonna get a Zhang laid out in the canvas.
I hope so. Shoot. That better happen, or it might be over.
Like when we about Wilder before the Parker fight, before the fight, when he was in there with his Louis V night clothes on, wasn't sweating. You know what I'm saying? Would look like an IG paradise. You know what I'm saying? Like an Instagram photo shoot. And my man was over there cracking, sweating, looking like he got a fight coming up, like he finna be in the ring with a killer. You know what I'm saying? Like that did it for me, bro. Like for real. And Zhang ain't, man. I'm worried about him having a like the football players, bro, getting hit by a big Zhang. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm worried
Big Bang Zhang.
The health, like not a mental health, but I'm worried about, man, him getting concussed. It could be bad, man. It could be bad.
A TBI, traumatic brain injury.
Yeah, I mean, this ain't the time right now. If you ain't in it, I don't know. They ain't the one.
Hey, bro, listen, man. He say in the last fight, bro, it was just the ayahuasca, man. He went on a little floating journey and he got to a zen, peaceful place. And him and Malik Scott say they back savages now, bro. So ain't gonna be none of that, man. He gonna put Big Bang to sleep, bro.
Hey, I was confident about Wilder, but I'm gonna say it like this: go throughout history, check it out. It'll bear out. There's about 2 or 3 lines that seals a boxer's fate. That lets you know he done. First comment, the most popular one: I'm in the best shape of my life. I've never
shape of my life. Yep.
You about to get your ass whooped. 2, I'm back to the old me. I'm going to be more aggressive. What I think boxers don't realize is that you're not as aggressive because your body won't let you. You don't all of a sudden just start being Iron Mike Tyson, didn't just start like not being Iron Mike Tyson. When he fought Kevin McBride, he realized, fuck, I really ain't got it no more. I should have been knocking this bitch out. I'm like, what the stuff I'm throwing. So I worry about that when he says I'm getting that old killer back, because he may get in there with that mentality and find out like, dang, I really ain't. Because remember when Manny Pacquiao was like, I'm going to get back to knocking people out, and he never knocked nobody out again?
Yeah.
Right.
I think the only person he might have knocked out was who did he fight over in Macau?
The fight we
fight over in Macau.
Your career, who Matisse.
Yeah, Matisse. Yeah, he knocked out Matisse. Yeah. I think that was and that was years after he said he was getting back to his old self. Man, I just think I wish I hadn't heard Wilder say that, because now I'm a little bit more skeptical. I had to touch on Wilder because
I believe him. But I'm saying I believe him only because there's only one fight left on the table that he really wants as the retirement check. And that's Wilder versus Joshua, bro.
Yes,
that's
sir.
The one fight that's hanging out there in the balance, bro. So I believe he can get past Big Bang Zane to get to that Joshua bout.
I think he can too. So, I hope he does. And yeah, man, it's about time for Wilder and Joshua to get on.
I hope they can salvage that, man. I hope he get past Zane and make that fight happen. But I'm a little worried. Boy, that's a tough fight for him, I think.
It's tough. My early prediction is Wilder 10th round knockout, 9th round knockout.
Man, he might go to. I don't know.
Hey, well,
because I think there's going to be a little bit of a boxing deficit at first.
He going to survive 4 or 5 with Zane.
Hey, but Q. Hey, Q. I will say this though. You're 100% right with. I feel you on why you got a little bit of fear for Wilder, because for what it's worth, he knocked Joseph Parker down not once, but twice. He knocked Joseph Parker down not once, but twice. And we know that while Joseph Parker ain't the slickest, Wilder ain't no slicker than Joseph Parker. Like, he ain't no slicker than Joseph Parker. But here's the catch with Zhang, though. The catch with Zhang is he will tire out, though. He will tire out.
Let's not do that comparison, because let's not forget, I think Joseph Parker also lost to Joe Joyce by knockout.
Hey, but no, I feel you. But I'm doing it more so with a common opponent. If we're going off a common opponent, I'm gonna say right now, Wilder doesn't have any defense that would outdo Joseph Parker. So if Big Bang Zane can touch Joseph Parker and get him to the canvas not once but twice, then there should be a bit of caution. There should be at least a little bit of caution with Wilder, only because you never know how he could take a punch anymore. The reality is we don't know how much of a punch he can take.
I'm going to tell you what the difference in the fight was going to be. Is going to be, and I'm going to tell you what the difference with the Parker fight. Parker's not a small heavyweight, but he's a smaller heavyweight with good feet. I don't think Zhang has the type of feet to be able to corner. You get what I'm saying? When Wilder tried to retreat, he couldn't go anywhere because Joseph Parker was on him. And he was quick enough to cut off the ring and be on him the right way. I don't see Zhang being able to capitalize if Wilder tries to create distance. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
He's not as
But that's the thing, though. Do we trust Wilder to try to keep distance, though?
Right. I hope so. After he done got beat up by Joseph Parker, I hope so.
I don't know, man. I think Wilder might, because if you're going for the knockout, you got to move in if you're going for the knockout.
As long as Wilder,
but for Wilder, the knockout got to come from distance.
Right.
Yeah,
so
the proper
he's
distance.
Going to be busy trying to create that distance.
Right.
And I don't think Zhang has the feet to really cut off the ring, and he doesn't have the fluidity in his hands like Fury to really frustrate him. So I think we may see Wilder sneak in a big right hand and Zhang have to finally respond to somebody else's power.
Hey, bro, now I will throw this wrinkle right quick that I did not know, and I don't know if y'all knew this, but I didn't realize it until I saw them do the reveal over in Saudi Arabia. Bro, for some reason, I thought Big Bang Zhang was taller than Wilder. And when they stood face to face, Wilder is actually taller than him. So to your point, it might be possible for Wilder to keep that distance because he's actually shorter. Zhang is shorter than him. So it's possible that he might be able to be disciplined and keep that distance.
And the lack of the quick feet makes him prone to be able to allow Wilder to keep that distance and load up. Now, the problem with Wilder is always going to be the accuracy. Can he line it up? And what we do know now from the Fury fight, he can 9 times out of 10, he's going to line you up at least once or twice.
Easy, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see how Big Bang Zhang responds to a big right hand from Wilder.
Right. Well, fellas, I'm gonna have to get ready to go to work. Yeah, you feel me? Unfortunately, you know.
All right, man. We're gonna wrap up this feed, man. Yeah, man. We're gonna wrap up this feed, man. We gonna maybe we might get together, do a reaction, man, because it's gonna be a heck of a night tomorrow night, man. It's gonna be a heck of a night tomorrow night. So we're gonna see what the crew doing on Sunday, man. We got time to link for a second.
Going down in the town, baby, by TV, baby. Yeah. Peace and love.
All right, man. We out.